What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video I'll show you how to draw Elsa from Frozen. Let's begin today's lesson in the center of our page and draw two circles for the eyes. Let's start with the eye on the left, starting from the very top, come all the way around towards the bottom of our circle, and then back up towards the top. Now we're going to leave a gap in between the eyes and draw the same size circle on the right. So let's line up the top of that circle, come down towards the same height, and then back up towards the top. Now I'm going to add a small highlight circle on the top left side of each eye. So up against the edge of the eye, bring that circle in, and then back out. And we'll line that up on the right. Now I'm going to draw a smaller circle in the center of the eye going in behind the highlight. So let's start from the bottom, coming all the way around, and just tucking that in. And we'll fill the center of the pupil. Now you want to give our character some thick lashes along the outside. Start from the top of the eye. Just going to pull this out and just bend that back in. And we'll thicken up the lash. Starting from the bottom, just going to taper this so it gets thicker along the top. Just bring that down on the inside of the eye. And we'll fill in the lashes. Let's add the eyebrows on top of the eye. We start from the outside, bend this up, and then pull that down. Now you want to thicken up the inside of the eyebrow. Starting back on the left, just going to round this out, go up towards the top, and then just taper that down towards the side. Let's fill in the inside. Let's move to the center, step down and add in the nose. We'll start with a curve, coming down and then up. Now step up and draw a short curve going up and then down across the bridge of the nose. Now from the tip of the nose, we're going to step down and add in the mouth. Start with a curve coming down and then up. Let's add in the upper lip, starting back over on the left, curve this up and then down. Go back to the left side, curve the lower lip, coming down and then up. Let's move out to the side and draw the lower half of the head. From the outside of the left eye, step out. Just going to curve the head, coming down. Just going to pull this in just underneath the mouth. Go across, and then bend that back up on the right side. Let's curve the side of the head. Starting back on the left, go up, and bend that in. Let's line up the top of the head, move to the center, start with a point. I'm going to have that hair coming down across the right side. Let's start from the center, curve this down, and then bend that out. Go back to the center, curve this up, come down, and then out towards the tip. Let's round up the hairline, starting back over on the left, curve up, and then down in behind that curl. Let's line this up on the right, going up, and then out. Let's add some hair on the side of the head. We'll start on the left, bend this out, and then down. And we'll line this up on the right. I just want to curl this back out towards the side. Let's tuck the ears in underneath. Starting back on the left, come down and bend that in. Now let's bring the hair coming down the right side. Starting from this point, coming out and down. I'm just going to bend that up. Let's go to the center of the head, curve this up towards the right, come down the side, and just taper out towards that point. Now I'm going to close off the right side, bring this in and up underneath. Now I'm going to layer the hair starting on the right side and working our way towards the left. Let's start from the center, just going to bend this around and up towards the top. Round up the side, and we'll blend this down towards the right side. Let's go back to the center, add another layer, going around, up toward the top of the head, and then bring that down. Let's do that again, starting from the side, go out toward the left, come down, and then in towards the center. Let's go to the top corner of the head, bend this around, and just tuck that in towards the side. Now you want to close off the left side of the head. Start up here, curve this around, come down, and then just bend that out towards that point. Now we're going to move down and draw on the side of the body. Let's start over on the left side, just underneath the head, curve the body going out, and then down towards the hip. Line this up on the right, go out and down towards the same height. Let's connect the hips with a curve going down the middle, and then back up. Let's go to the center of the body, add a point. Now from here we're going to angle this up and out towards the left and right side. And we'll add a curve along the top. Let's go back to the center, bend this down and then out towards the left, just up above the hip. And do the same thing on the right. Now I'm going to add a simple snowflake detail across the belt. Starting in the center, come down and out towards the left and right. Go up and out towards the side. And we'll pull that down and in towards the hip. Now from the hips, we're going to draw on the outside of the skirt. Let's start on the left side, bend this out and then down. And then from the bottom, I'm just going to flare this out. Now from the center of the body, draw a straight line coming down. I'm going to split this in half. I'm just going to bend this down and out toward the left and right side. Now we're going to connect the outside to the inside with a curve, just bending this in. And then from the inside, we're going to step up, draw a straight line going across. Let's add some detail along the bottom. Starting from that inside corner, angle this up and out. Come down towards the bottom. Let's add another point, going up towards the top, towards the same height. And bring that back down. I'm just going to pull this up and out towards the side of the dress. Now you leave a gap in the center and draw the inside of the leg. Let's start over on the left, bend this out and down towards the left heel, go down towards the right, and then we'll round out the bottom of the feet. Let's start from the left heel, curve the foot, coming down and then up. Let's go back to the left side. We're going to round out the top of the foot. We're going to go up and then bend this down, aiming towards the heel, leaving a gap on the inside. Let's go to the top of the foot, step out. I'm just going to angle this up and in, aiming towards the hip. Now we're also going to add a thick sole along the bottom of the feet. You want to take this curve, step up, and just trace that across. Now I'm going to go back up and draw the ponytail on the right side, bending out towards the side. Let's start from the ear, come down, and bend that in, and come in and up underneath the head. Now you want to layer that same shape along the bottom. So from the sides, come around and then in towards the center point. Let's do that again. We're going to go a little bit smaller as you come down towards the bottom. And we'll add one more. Let's add a knot around the bottom by drawing a circle. And then from the bottom of that circle, bend this down and in, go out towards the side, and back up underneath that circle. Now you want to add a fold from each of these points. Just going to round this out and come in, sort of aiming towards the bottom point. Let's add one more fold along the top. Now I'm going to go back up and draw on the arms. Let's start halfway down the side of the body. We're going to bend the arm going out and then down towards the wrist. And then we'll line this up on the right side. From the wrist, draw a small half circle coming in and then back out. Close off the end with a bracket. Now I'm going to add 3 fingers on either side. Let's start from the bottom of the thumb, come down and up around that bracket, step down, go out, and then pull that up. And then the 3rd finger, we're going to go out, bend the arm coming up, and then in underneath the head. Let's do the exact same thing on the right. Coming around the 1st finger, go on the 2nd. Now the 3rd finger, we're just going to tuck this up underneath the ponytail and just continue along the top. Now along the top of the arm, I'm just going to add that shoulder piece. From the top of the collar, I'm just going to bend this out and then down around the top point of the body. And we'll just bend that back out toward the side of the arm. Let's separate the wrist from the top of the thumb, curl this up, and then out. Now I'm going to add a little bit more hair tucked in along the left side. Let's start underneath the ear, come down, and bend that back in, step down towards the bottom, and do that again. Coming down, and then up. I'm also going to add 1 curve underneath the right ear. Now let's go down to the bottom of the hand and draw the outside of the cape. Starting from the index finger, bend this out and down. I'm going to pull this down and back in towards the side of the body with a curve. And then we'll finish off by signing our artwork and adding a splash of color, and that's pretty much it. That's how we draw Elsa from Frozen. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. You can also drop your request in the comments below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.